The Meghalaya cabinet has approved creation of 7 border outposts in sensitive areas along the interstate border. Briefing press persons, Chief Minister Conrad Sangma said that border outposts will be set up in Muriap in East Jaintia Hills, Mukro and Tiwi in West Jaintia Hills, Rani Jirang in Ribhoi, Umsauli, Lejadubi and Langpi in West Khasi Hills district. He also informed that border outposts at Patarkhma and Ribhoi and Kershai in West Khasi Hills will be upgraded.
Different outposts in different sensitive locations of the state along the border areas. And the cabinet today has officially sanctioned and approved BOP for East Jaintia Hills in Muriap, in West Jaintia Hills in Mukro and TY, BOP number 3. This is in West Jaintia Hills. In Ribhoi, in Rani Jirang, the BOP has been approved. In West Khasi Hills, in Umwali, number 2 in Lejadubi, and number 3 in Langpi. We have also decided that the outpost will be officially sanctioned for Athiabari. Also, we have decided that the upgradation of the outpost to full-fledged police stations will be done in Patarkhama, number 1, and number 2 in Kershai, and number 2 in Kershai, and for outpost will also be upgraded. So these were the different locations where the BOPs have been sanctioned, and we will ensure that we swiftly act and ensure that the manpower is there in these different locations, and required infrastructure also be created at the earliest. Apart from that, there were some other areas, especially in Ribhoi district, bordering Block 2, and there were suggestions that had come up, but we had to double check with the entire local communities also, and at the same time we had to double check with the sensitivities of the areas to ensure that we are able to cut the correct locations. And hence, though the proposals came in, we have asked the DGP to make a visit to those areas and come back with a proposal, especially in the border area with the areas of differences within Block 2 area, which is mainly falling under Ribhoi district. So Ribhoi also, we will come out with a second list soon, and that will be done after more detailed study is done of the Ribhoi area. In every BOP, there is roughly an expenditure of about 2 crores annually, and in an outpost about 1.5 crores. It's plus minus depending on the exact manpower that will be there. So if you're talking about 7 of them right now, there's about 14 crores of expenditure annually in the BOPs, and roughly about in the other locations about 3 to 4 crores. So we're looking at this decision leading to an impact of about 17 to 18 crores roughly. Again, I can be wrong by a few percentage or amounts, but that's roughly the expenditure to be. So basically what we have to realize is that in the past, in many locations, the BOPs were set up, but the BOPs were set up without actual sanction. And hence the manpower was brought in from the district or from other police stations or other outposts and posted there on a form of a temporary basis. So when we say we are sanctioning this, that means there will be budgetary provision kept for the post. Posts will be sanctioned and recruitments will be done to fill this up. But of course, in the meantime, while that takes place, manpower from other areas will be adjusted. But these will be sanctioned posts, and hence they will have to be filled up.
Responding to a query regarding claims made by pressure groups and political parties that the Meghalaya government is being soft on Assam, Chief Minister Conrad Sangma today said that dialogue to resolve the Mukro firing issue is preferable to resorting to violence, as violence can have various consequences. Appealing to citizens to maintain peace a day after a petrol bomb was hurled at a residence in Mauba in Shillong City, the Chief Minister said that nothing can be achieved through violence.
For me, peace and tranquility in the state, the safety of our citizens, the overall growth of our state is paramount for me. And hence in this situation, yes, there are challenges, we could look at it and work in whatever way we want to. We could use force, and we could make the situation even more complicated, or we could have patience, listen, have dialogue, resolve, which is, let me tell you, sometimes the more tougher way. And we do that, and I prefer doing that. And therefore, anybody could make any statements. I think at the end of the day, if we're able to resolve the situation by me being more patient, then I feel that that is a better way to move forward.
Meanwhile, reacting to statements that Home Minister Lakshman Rumbui should resign from post in view of the Mukra firing incident, the Chief Minister said that it was not the time for political blame game or to try and gain political mileage using the issue.
Political parties may demand, but I personally feel that this is not a time to, put political blame games on anybody, or even try to look at, having political mileage out of this situation. This is a very serious situation, and situation which was really unprovoked, unexpected. So many steps have been taken by the government to do so many things to normalize the situation. And hence, in a situation like this, we need to all come together and work together as citizens of the state, as leaders. And I think we need to leave the political mindset and the political aspects behind us, and really work together as leaders of the state to bring back normalcy and to ensure that we are able to improve the overall situation, and also make sure that decisions like these, like the BOPs and other measures, are taken for the state as a whole, to avoid any kind of situation like this in the future.
BJP National Secretary Rituraj Sinha on Monday said that pros and cons of implementing the inner line permit in Meghalaya is being discussed, and the party will provide more clarity on the issue in its manifesto, which Sinha said will be announced in the month of January 2023.
I'd like to say that there is no dispute or doubt in anyone's mind that Prime Minister Modi has converted the look east policy of the Congress government in the past to act east policy. The financial resources committed for infrastructure in Northeast have more than doubled in the last 8 years. Whether it is highways, whether it is rail connectivity, whether it is airports, so much has happened in different parts of Northeast. Similarly, all the benefit schemes for the poor, they are being spread, whether it is free home, free gas, electricity connection, water connection, all this scheme has been brought. As regards to inner line permit and other such issues, we are happy to discuss all these issues. We have to look at the pros and the cons. Meghalaya is a state which is heavily dependent on tourists. There are implications of inner line permit on tourism, and tourism directly impacts job creation and earning of people of Meghalaya also. So yes, we understand that the culture of Meghalaya has to be protected, the people and their way of life has to be protected, but at the same time, we also need to balance that with the development aspirations of the state. So BJP is actively considering, and we will bring out more clarity in this matter during our manifesto announcement.
BJP National Secretary Rituraj Sinha has also informed that the Bharatiya Janata Party will contest all 60 seats in the upcoming assembly elections. Informing this, Sinha also announced the party's membership drive in Meghalaya and said that it was time for the people to, quote, try a double-engine government, unquote.
A lot for Meghalaya in last many years, but we believe as BJP that Meghalaya deserves better. Meghalaya deserves more. Looking at the development work that is happening in your neighboring state in last 6 years in Assam, one feels pain that why we cannot do more in the state of Meghalaya and the people of Meghalaya. Meghalaya deserves better healthcare, whether it is your public healthcare system, PHC, or other district level healthcare system. Meghalaya needs better education facility from primary education to higher education. Meghalaya is still suffering from power cuts and electricity issues. Meghalaya still, many interior parts, the road connectivity is not as good as it should be in a developed state. There is lot of areas where Meghalaya deserves better. This development can only happen with support from central government, support from Modi Sarkar in Delhi. As BJP, we believe that Meghalaya has tried many options. It is now time for Meghalaya to consider a double engine government, a government of BJP in center with a government of BJP in the state of Meghalaya. A double engine ka sarkar which will fast track the growth and development works in Meghalaya. Therefore, we are preparing to contest elections in all 60 assembly constituencies of Meghalaya state. We are finding tremendous response, tremendous support from the people of Meghalaya. Many people during our campaigns have said that they want to become BJP member. They want to associate with BJP officially. And taking care of their sentiment, in response to the sentiment of the people of Meghalaya, today I am proud with my state president Shri Ernest Mauriji and my state Prabhari Chuba Aoji to announce BJP membership drive in Meghalaya with the slogan Modi for development, BJP for Meghalaya. Modi for development, BJP for Meghalaya.
Suspended Congress MLA from Meghalaya constituency PT Saukume today said that he will resign as a legislator to join the United Democratic Party after he finishes distributing projects under the MLA scheme that he is waiting to be cleared. He added that he is preparing to contest the upcoming elections on a UDP ticket.
As of now, I've already said that I cannot resign immediately from the post of MLA because I'm waiting for the scheme that I will be getting from the government, because we have a MLA scheme, another scheme which we had already been proposed to the government. Till date we are waiting for the scheme. The government have already been approved. Therefore, we are waiting for the communication that will send to us. After they have sent from our side, then we will get all the documents ready. Then after that we can distribute them into different village, locality, even individual. Then after that, after the thing is settled, everything, all the facilities which were all facilities which people expect from that will getting from me and others also. That after complete all by that time I'll put a solution. Then I will join with UDP. As of today, it's very clear. It's very clear 100%. There is no doubt that I will contest from UDP. Even UDP also have a clear my name. Only the matter of time. Optionally, by the time after I resign, optionally they can declare my name as one of the candidates from UDP ticket in the coming election. You see, for the election of 2023, the preparation is going on from the side of me personally, along with the UDP of Meghalaya Circle. We have tried to reach out to the voters of Meghalaya constituency. In the meantime, we have already been constitute many of unit, sub-unit, and trying to get more office bearers in each every locality, even the village. But main important, once you fight election, you should have your supporter. In the meantime, we should have your own branch or unit that you have to form. That I've already been trying my best, but I'm looking forward within the grace of the Lord Jesus and also the blessing of the Holy Mother, even the support of the people of Meghalaya. Again, I will get re-elected as an MLA of Meghalaya constituency.
The Meghalaya Cabinet passed the Meghalaya Mental Health and Social Care Policy 2022 today, informed Chief Minister Conrad Sangma. Meanwhile, Health Minister James Sangma tweeted that the approval makes Meghalaya the third state in the country and first in the northeast to have a policy on mental health.
This, of course, is a very important policy and a subject which has been not given the kind of importance in the past that it should. And as a state and as a government, we strongly feel that mental health issues are usually neglected, and hence comprehensive policy was required to address this issue. I am happy to tell you that we are the third state in the country to have come out with this policy. And I'm sure that this particular policy will ensure that the proper attention that should be given to mental health, especially when it comes to young children, adolescent, teenagers. And of course, this is a subject that is very vast and covers different aspects of individuals' lives and different aspects that lead to issues concerning mental health. So the policy was approved today by the Cabinet.
The Meghalaya Cabinet today approved the amendment to Meghalaya Victim Compensation Scheme 2019. Chief Minister Conrad Sangma said that the amendment was made as per the national policy.
Amendment of the Meghalaya Victim Compensation Scheme 2019. This is basically victims, meaning women or girl child or male child who has suffered loss or injury caused by reasons of the act or omission due to sexual harassment. And there were certain amendments to be made as per the national policy in terms of different aspects to be added to it, and different levels of compensation was increased. So those were approved as per the national average and the national policy.
Reaffirming his stand of not quitting the Nationalist Congress Party, NCP State President and lone MLA of the party, Saleng Sangma, said that he is waiting for a green signal from the party's central leadership on fielding candidates in the upcoming assembly elections.
I'm the president of NCP, so I don't think I'll be shifting here and there. I'm talking with the high command from the Delhi also, and then from Mumbai also, and then one of my best presidents here with me. So we are trying to take out a strategy how to go about. So I don't think I'll be leaving this NCP as for now. Yeah, we have in mind. Last time we have focused, like we have already pointed out, in the last term, that this time I don't want to do so unless and until we get some kind of a green signal from the state, from the center. Because it will be like lying to those candidature, those who themselves will be putting up as a candidature for that particular constituency. So we don't want to lie to them. So that way we are just waiting a green signal, how many numbers of candidates they'll be able to support.
So when do you think the center can give you a signal?
Earlier, this maybe next month.
Former Assembly Speaker and ex-Phulbari MLA Abu Taher Mondal today submitted his resignation from the Congress Party. As per reports, AT Mondal will likely join the NPP. As per sources, Phulbari MLA Asmatur Muminin is unlikely to get an NPP ticket in the upcoming Assembly elections. Former GHAD CEM Dipul R. Marak, State Vice President of the NPP, Senior Advocate of the Meghalaya High Court Vivan G. Kanta, and other eminent personalities from the state joined the Bharatiya Janata Party yesterday in the presence of BJP National Secretary Ritu Raj Sinha, BJP Meghalaya in charge and National Vice President Chuba Au, State BJP President Ernest Mauri, and BJP MLA A.L. Hag. East Shillong MLA Dr. Amperine Lingdot today attended the certificate distribution program for the 97th batch of computer trainees and the 37th batch of language students of Ramakrishna Mission Vivekananda Cultural Center as the chief guest. 1,201 certificates were distributed to meritorious students of computer and language trainees. Speaking at the program, the chief guest motivated the younger generation to follow their dreams and work hard. She also encouraged youths to take up job roles in the private sector. Chief Electoral Officer F.R. Kharkongor today convened a state-level meeting with state-level representatives of political parties to share transparency measures on summary revision process, posting of number of enrollments received, etc., and various efforts undertaken by the state and district-level machinery to ensure purity, health, inclusiveness, tech-enabled, and transparency parameters. The Chief Electoral Officer also sought the cooperation of political parties for active participation of booth-level awareness groups in areas with low enrollment and low voter turnouts.